countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, Jamila. Hello, guys. Welcome to 80 and Lifestyle. What's Sonati, brought to you by Audionomics Entertainment. You just did my best, do you?
Yeah.
Just more, the one and only.
Shout out. Biggest Pumbas.
Ooh, Mr. Bomba.
I say that because you played my song once.
I mean, I still do, actually. With my sets, I still do. So.
Shout out.
No, shout out to you for that link with the Adipinata. They were awesome. I still jam to them.
You can still jam. I mean, they're not even a year now, so.
They're not. I remember when you sent them to me and I was like, Exclusives. You have another perks of being a YFM employee?
Yeah. Former employee.
Man. Why is it
I'm joking.
How are you?
I'm good, yo.
We woke you up on a Saturday morning.
You woke me up like I don't wake up.
And you were like,
this time. Nah.
It's fine.
I had to do it because, it's been a long time coming. So
yeah.
Shout out for having me. Thanks.
Of course. We've been wanting to have you on the show.
I will.
Yeah, because, we only want the best.
You know this. So, yeah, man. But shout out to you guys, by the way. Love what you all are doing.
Thank you.
Let's keep growing. Let's get those numbers. Let's get people out
Sponsors.
there. Sponsors, guys, anyone.
Please, anyone, anything.
You can sponsor,
equipment,
doesn't
cameras.
Everybody thinks like people want money.
Exactly.
No, equipment. It's like with events, you want a sponsor, you want someone to hook up your sound, you want someone to pay for the lights or whatever,
Yeah.
Please, sponsors, help them out.
Please.
That's some belief.
All right, let's hear a little bit about you.
Yo.
It's like we just want a little bio,
Yeah.
Yeah. 1967.
Yeah.
Your real name, because people don't know your real name.
It's there on my Twitter.
Yeah, but they don't care.
Yeah, they don't
to
care.
ask or read that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. Yeah, my real name is Moleke Sekukuni. I was born in Polokwane in the 80s.
Are you related to the Sekukuni family?
Direct. Direct. Like literally. But yeah, that's
a story for another day.
That's them. That's them for Kumahai.
Yeah.
I don't really
associate
bother much.
Yeah.
Not associate, but bother much.
Yeah.
But from that family. And,
okay.
I was born in PLK, then grew up, here in Jozi.
Okay.
Yeah, came here in the 90s. So yeah. We've been at it, man.
Nah,
not even 40 years.
No.
Not even for 40 years.
How in the 90s? Gonna go 90s and
yeah, no, that's fine.
He was growing up.
I mean, you still young. I mean, we got into this thing at an early age.
I'm not young.
But anyway, grew up here in Joburg, then moved to the south of Joburg in these parts. So, went to school around here, Glen Vista High. That's where I matriculated.
Okay.
And then, then the music bug hit me while I was still in high school, obviously.
Really?
Yeah. Remember, obviously, the compilation era.
Yeah.
So, that's what got me to be like, yo, there's something there.
Yeah, you were interested.
That I like. I remember I was at one house party and a friend of mine had 10 tables. And it was my first time seeing them. Bless.
Excuse me, I'm allergic to bullshit.
Yo, Yeah. And he was like, yo, man, you can just mess around. I didn't know what I was doing. I was around 15, 16.
Okay.
And it was just hip-hop records. I just played them back to back. No mixing. Didn't know about mixing, all of that. And then later after school, I think, in matric, then I knew there's actual mixing techniques, how songs blend together.
Yeah.
From listening to compilations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then, from there on, after that, bought my first equipment at 18, and then,
equipment.
No, I had to work.
Okay.
I had to work straight from school. I had to work, So, I worked in a little, not a little, I worked in a bank, Yeah, in a bank for a while, for a couple of years. My first paycheck, I bought, there was these packages, like how you get CDJs that come in a package. They had turntables, a mixer, and a few records and a bag. It was at House Africa Records.
Yeah.
I bought my first Stantons. If you don't know what that is, forget about it.
I don't.
Forget about it.
Too young.
Direct drive T60s, with a mixer, nice Behringer mixer. And then that was my first equipment that I ever bought with my first paycheck.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think it was around 1.9 that time, back in the day.
I'm sure 500 now.
Yeah, well, they don't make them no more.
Yeah.
But if you had to,
If you got them from someone, it'd
yeah,
probably be expensive.
yeah. So yeah, that's where I started. I just bought the stuff and I didn't know how to mix or anything like that.
So how do you learn how to mix them?
I went to the internet and I read, attended music conferences. I remember I went to a music conference and they gave us a CD with like tutorials, DJing 101.
Okay.
So I learned from that. I just read it, told you about.
So you are literally self-taught.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
And you watch videos and things like that, and I watch other DJs at shows.
Yeah.
Just watch them. I used to be that guy that used to
The creepy.
I was a creepy guy.
Yeah, in the corner.
Just chilling there with my beer, just watching people, seeing how they play, and then go home, practice. I practiced every day for about 3 years.
Wow.
Skipping maybe 5 days a year. That's
no way.
true story.
That's proper dedication.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything. No, you make me feel like I'm not doing anything.
That was vinyl. It needed you to.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had to.
Constantly.
Then you get new songs, and new songs come in different elements. Some start without beats, some start with acapellas or key acapellas. And yeah, it was just fun learning how to play, man.
So what were you playing at the time? Was it house now?
Yeah, it was house. It was house, and I was going to a lot of you'd say white clubs.
Yeah.
Back then, so it was a bit more techie.
Okay.
Stuff I was playing. No. Like it was like deep house, but you had a bit of never.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't have much soul, much vocals.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yeah, and then obviously you switch, you learn, you play different. I've played everything, played all types of songs, Afro, tribal, all of them, and but mostly just house, mostly house.
But you found deep house as your favorite?
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Started getting gigs while I was still working, at the bank, and then I used to get gigs. And then obviously they would put me early because early you play slower stuff, so they put you early because you're and I just stuck to deep house. I was an opening DJ for years.
Sheesh.
Years and years, and then and then obviously we elevate and we move up, but it's stuck mostly around the house sound, like the soulful house and then the deep house.
Yeah.
And then obviously came the digital age. Then it was free for all for everybody, and everything
Tell me about it.
Everything was accessible. Everything was accessible. Music, now, everything. From me switching from vinyl to CDs was hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I used to play vinyl and CD together because I didn't want to let go.
Yeah.
Yo, it was
when I
wild.
had attachment issues.
Yeah, I do, yo. Yeah, I love you forever.
Aye, toxic.
So yeah, and then then moved to digital, obviously, and then then while I was still working, I had this. I've always loved radio, and then I wanted to get into radio, because I thought I'm DJing, and then radio. There's DJs, there's music, goes together, and
Might as
it's
well.
a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Now with the bank and DJing,
Hey. Dilala but the credit was
but
yeah.
I just eventually had to make the move, and then I made the switch, and then
Making the switch, does this mean you go study something else, or you just were I'm going to use my contacts since I'm in the industry already?
Obviously I had a few contacts in the industry.
Yeah.
Obviously via Soul Candi, but obviously they were just a record label.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go. I was supposed to go study journalism and media studies at Rhodes. I got accepted, and then I also applied for the Y Academy, and then I got accepted there.
Okay. And you're
So I was 4 years out of town. You're here. You're already in, sort of,
yeah.
So it was a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
But
I would have
fortunately I wanted to have that, that diploma or the degree.
Yeah.
But I also did other studies as well. But,
Yeah.
So then I just jumped and did the Y Academy thing.
Nice.
And then,
Now sort of just more wife.
I've never left.
Yes, you are there. You're like a stain.
I'm ancestor of Y. Part of the furniture.
What just more barquala like?
I never.
Never. I do
never.
they're okay, no.
Nah.
I'm happy, man.
It ain't even like that, man. If there's
kidding,
someone that's
man.
great out there, there's talents, obviously we give them a chance.
Of course. I mean, you gave me a shot.
And it was all because of your skills. It wasn't because of...
You don't even know me.
I didn't even know you. I heard you were playing for 3 months. I'm like, yo. This one's gonna show us flames. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But obviously you pulled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it is, you know. But yeah, man, fast forward into radio, and then radio now is between radio and DJing. Like, obviously radio is the work.
Yeah.
And then
that's your 9 to 5.
DJing is also the work.
Yeah.
It's the fun work. Radio is also fun, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know, they always have this tug of war between who's my first love. You know, you can't choose.
You can't choose.
Can't choose. But obviously, I love radio, and that's what I do now. And yeah,
you're literally living my life.
Like, yo, man.
Can we swap lives?
Like, I don't know, man.
I just don't want to be a man.
Listen, you never want to take on other people's problems. That's one thing in your life.
True.
So just, you know, your time will come. Whatever will come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the music production.
Music production, actually, it's been a love-hate relationship for me.
Okay.
I started producing in 2011.
Really?
Yeah. I did my first track way back then. For me, it was a thing of like, oh, let me see what I can do with this, you know?
Yeah.
My one boy who was also in the academy with me gave me Logic software.
Okay.
This is around, way back, 2010. And then, like, you know, you start messing around and, you know, and then also worked with Shorta back in the day. He also helped me in production as well. And so I did produce, and then obviously radio took over, and then DJing took over. And then it wasn't until maybe like 2015 when I got back into studio with Cuba.
Okay.
And I've always worked with people because I just find it's quicker. It's easier. Like, everybody's always like, you can't make a song from scratch. You can't do. Yeah, I can. It's just like I prefer to. Time is money.
Yeah,
we gotta move. You know. And so I've been producing. So on and off. Not even on and off. I've been always. When I want to get into the studio, I set my mind to it and I set a time limit. Or I need XYZ tracks or whatever project.
Just need to be done by this time.
And I'll go and focus on that. Do that. Get it done. Whoever I work with. And then once it's done, I push it and release it. Then I leave the studio for months.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then I come back again. You know, there's guys that live in the studio like every single day, like just always. I can't do that. I don't have the time for that. You know,
busy.
We are out here. You know, we're raising people and stuff. You know? We have to work. There's events that need us and gigs and promoters and all of that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, shout out to all the producers, man. I mean, without them. No, we can't be.
We wouldn't have anything to play.
Yeah, we wouldn't have like literally nothing. Like we'll be playing stuff from like the 90s, literally. These new
boring,
kids.
R&B. Everyone plays the same songs.
You know,
do something. Change.
Has there been a new R&B song like hit sensation ever since? Like I've never heard of it. I've been to one of those soul sessions. I've never heard like a brand new like R&B.
Because they don't play brand new R&B songs. They don't. Because they don't know them. Even if they know them, they're like, no, people are not going to like them. They don't want to introduce new music.
No, they don't. That's weird. Like, they're stuck.
That's why I say, Sundays are for lovers.
Yo, can miss me with that. Me, I come later, like when they say, okay, now it's time for house. That's when I rock. I'm like, now I'm there. You know when
I remember we went to some event. Was it last year or the year before? I'm not going to mention it. But we were covering the event. Was it last year?
What happened?
You know? He was like, the whole time, he's
Can we talk?
He was like, this thing is tiring. I'm like, this is not for us.
There's nothing wrong with that music. Obviously, it's got its crowd. And it's making a hell of a lot of money. Those DJs are like...
They're getting booked.
Yeah. If there was Monday to Saturday, those guys would not be booked. Now there's a day called Sunday. Yo, them niggas is booked. Like, wow. You know? Which is good for them. And obviously for the DJing culture and all of that. I mean, there's different types of DJing. But yo, Bona, those ones are a special one. That needs dedication. For you to plan, Ore. Heat sweat, okay, now after. Okay, yo, I pick them up like that time. I'm like, yo, you guys, I know spirits. You've been doing this for a while, you know. But yeah, house is where we're at, man.
So when are you going back into studio?
Actually, we're in March now.
Yeah.
Actually, if not next week, well, we're in the beginning of March. If not next week actually. Yeah, next week.
Who are you working with this time? Because you were working with Deep Essentials.
Deep Essentials, I'm working with them again. And you know, shout out to London and KDD. Those boys are on fire. Like, yo, guys, like, you don't understand that, you know, house music is in good hands, or whatever they want to call it. House light, whatever. But house in general, I mean, those guys can make broken beats. They can make the soulful sound, or whatever. So, obviously, since we first started working with the first one, I was like, we need to work on something else. They've released like 10 projects since we last released. Like literally over 10. They've released 2 albums. 2 albums. Is it 2 albums? No, 1 album. Yeah, there's a lot. And EPs, gang EPs. About a new one on Bush Doctor, and like there's so many. Like there's a lot. So those guys are working. You understand? And so now with them, I think I'll see what we come up with this time, if time allows as well. Because obviously, you know, I work and, you know, we have to schedule things, and it's tough because, like, obviously, and these are just kids in the hood from Tembisa, you know. So I'm trying to get them out there. I'm trying to get them out there as much as we can. Play the music. I play them at every gig.
Same.
Every gig. I play at least 4 Deep Essential songs within that hour, you know. Because
they dope, man.
So it makes us dope music. Them, like these young boys, them, Fato, obviously Nasty Groove, like, you know, Beat Soul. Like there's a lot of these new cats that are making quality music. Yeah. And like they're not getting, you know, the platform that they should be getting. Yeah. Especially when it comes to events now, because like if you're not playing at that event, you're not hard. You know what I mean? Even though your tracks are killing it. Yeah. You know, 2 million Spotify's. When it comes to the artist review at the end of the year, those guys are doing huge numbers. Yeah. You know? But like
they're not getting gigs.
Gigs don't show for it. Sheesh. So yeah, I mean, you know, if the industry could just, you know, just accept everybody, because like, yo, there's enough for everybody.
I mean, true.
You know, there's enough. There's enough music, there's enough producers. That's why I say shout out to them for making quality music. And myself too.
Of course. I mean, nigga.
Yeah, we're working out here, you know, we're pushing, trying to push hard as well, man. So yeah, that's when I'm back in studio. This month, March, and then
you know what to do when you're done.
You know, you're in the promo list. Top of the line, you know?
That's good to know. So today, what do you... Oh, MK, unali ask.
No, sorry, I didn't take it. So, just a few things. 1, where's Cuba? We haven't heard of one. We'll repeat. 2, how do people get their music into the radio? Okay. And then the last one, the warehouse. How was that period for you? Because at some point, that radio show...
Yeah.
Okay, he's asking about the warehouse.
Yeah, no, I got
He's asking about Cuba. He's asking, okay. I'm not going to about okay. So I'm just repeating.
All right, yeah.
What was the other one?
He's asking, okay, first question, where is Cuba? Cuba has got a job. He works for a company where he does mixing and stuff like that for like a studio. So you can't really call it 9 to 5, you know, but like, because he's got an amazing ear, you know, and mixing, mastering, that's what he does. Production as well. He actually did a song recently with Clock that he sent to me, and yeah, he's still out there, man. Cuba's still pushing. He was playing recently, if I'm not mistaken, he's still he's somewhere in Europe. So follow him on the socials, man. He mixed and mastered our project with Deep Essentials, and all my tracks I sent to him because he's just the guy that
does the things.
That's the thing, you know. Once it's like a barber, you know. Yeah. Once you get a good barber, you stick to them, you know. And Cuba's been that guy for me. You know, he knows sound and stuff like that. Especially knows like deep house, lives at the bottom end. He knows, you know, how to make sounds breathe and get space. With the Afro, don't even talk. It's like he's a killer over there, you know. So yeah, shout out to Cuba, man. He's always doing amazing things. And yeah, this year he's got something coming. Yeah, Cuba, you know, he's always cooking.
Keep a lookout.
He's always cooking. So yeah, man. And obviously, how to get your songs on radio? Yeah, man, depends which radio stations it is and also which kind of format they are, because there's different formats for different stations. I mean, you can't be sending a gospel song to YFM or a soul and R&B song. You can't send an Afro soul song. So you must find out what kind of music you obviously know what kind of music you're making, and identify which stations you want it to play it at. And most stations have email addresses where you can email your music. So, like for YFM, it's music at YFM.co.za. Other stations is also, whatever at music, at the station.co.za. And obviously, guys, people also they're not properly informed. You must be part of SAMRO, must register your music with SAMRO and SAMPRA as well, because everybody forgets about SAMPRA. And register. It's okay. It used to be free. Now they're charging. Now SAMRO now is charging you a fee of 500 rand to be a member. Before it used to be free. And then you become a pending member until such a time you become a full member, like us, Bobo. And then from there on, you get your things in order. There's Capasso as well, for the online digital stuff. The downloads, the streams, and SAMPRA, like I mentioned, for needle time. Get those things out of the way first. Register there first. And then obviously when you start releasing music, and RISA as well, by the way, RISA. Okay. You need RISA. That's for the people that give you your identity codes. Your ISRC codes and stuff like that. That's very important, because that's how they track where your song is playing on radio. Because each song has to have an ISRC code. It's like a number plate for a song, or a VIN number, you want to call it that. So then it gets picked up if it's played by stations around the world. Collections of royalties and all of that come to you. But to get your song on radio, basically, just have know the right station and the formats. Obviously, must be clean, no swearing if it's hip hop. Obviously, hip hop you will send to like your metros, your 5s, 947s, urban, like your urban
radio
music
stations. Yeah.
And then just identify those stations, and obviously make sure you send it via a link. Most people like to attach the song to the email, and then it gets deleted or bounced by a file or whatever. Just put a nice link there, like a Dropbox. Yeah. Maybe the Dropbox can have links to your bios and all of that. Put your bio. Just give people as much information as possible, so that they don't have to come back to you
and ask you.
Because they won't. They'll be like, there's not enough info. Hugs,
Next.
But the song is nice, so we can play it. And there you go. And make a radio edit. There's radio edits. If you're a DJ and you make it house, don't send them an 8-minute song. No song on the radio plays for 8 minutes. Make it 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes max. Just make sure it's nice and compact, and then send it through to them. And in the right format, MP3 or whatever. And maybe they'll play your stuff. And also, it's not compulsory for radio stations to play your music, and they don't have to give you feedback as well. And people think, hey, you must.
Next thing, you've got beef with the radio station. They don't even know you.
They don't know you, dog. Like when I used to.
I don't listen to FM.
When I used to compile for a while, there's people that hate me for no reason. Like, I don't even know you.
Who are you?
Who is you? Like, it's just easy as that, man. And if they're messing with your stuff, man, they'll play it. Definitely, if it's worth, Yeah. If you make them pop, like Katy Perry shit. Send it to 947, send it to KFM, send it to 5FM, send it to Hot, send it to Good Hope, all those stations. If you're making your pianos and things, that's all your metros, your Ys, stuff like that, Okay. Just have knowledge, guys, because not every radio station plays the same type of music.
The last question was about the warehouse.
Yeah, warehouse. What an era, man. What an era. Yeah, I'll drink to that. Shout out to Jozi Chavez. Shout out to Ankle Tap. Shout out to Oskido. Warehouse was quite dope, man. We even had an album. Do you know that? We dropped the compilation. 2011. Yeah, no.
In my time. In just motivate.
Not necessarily. You see any gray hairs?
Actually.
Yeah, you know us. No, man, Warehouse was dope, man. Obviously, after the departure of Oskido, because I was working with him on the Oskido's church while I was still interning. So I just stuck to him, didn't let go, I was there as a guy, just hanging around.
That creepy guy.
That one. The court. And then eventually he was like, no, come in studio.
Yeah.
Sit. Then I'd get him papers to write or fetch his live reads or whatever.
Nice.
And then it became unofficial. Everything was unofficial. With the skip, it was unofficial. Producer, then then co-presenter.
Yeah.
Then I started giving, because I really didn't want to be on air, to tell you the truth.
Really?
Yeah, I just wanted to be that guy that just tick. Oh, and then he's like, my man, come to the mic. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, yo.
Come talk.
I was like, yo, this thing is scary. But then obviously, you know, you grow into it. And then, yeah, then after his departure, you went to Metro. And then I was like, only one left there. And then they had to partner me with someone because I wasn't strong on air.
Yeah.
You know? So they put me with Ankle Tap and then Jozi. And then from like 2011, 2012, all the way, and then me and Jozi did it alone for a number of years. We were just killing it, man. Especially when it was on the weekends, like on Saturdays, and then then obviously programming changes, things happen. You know, people move things around to but we still kept the spirit of like pushing local guys and house music, especially with the Hot 99 as well that I did. Hot 99 broke a lot of guys who are superstars today, and they're doing amazing things. I just like finding new music. Like, that's my thing. I find new music. Like, that's all I do. Like, that is, if you have like a super skill, that's mine. In all, whatever music.
Yeah.
Whatever music that's out there that I wanna, push. But when it comes to house, like, I find those dope tracks. So the Warehouse was very, very good, man. It had a dope era. We had a good run. And it came to the end 2024. Yeah, so it had a good on and off 10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
And we pushed, man. It was a dope show, dope concept, man. And it was really great. The guys we found from that, and they're doing amazing things.
And now you're on Sundays. When do people listen?
Yeah, we're on Sundays on Wire and the Global Experience. That's from 2 till 6. And then
The real Sundays.
Sundays. Wabua fela mola or hotelang. How long do you have to talk?
What do you mean?
On Sundays?
It's a show.
From
we play
2.
Music.
You just play music. I haven't listened to you on Sundays, but like from 2 until 6.
Yeah.
So my message just more.
Guys, I have that voice.
Carries
you.
It carries you.
Carries you from start to finish.
Okay.
You know?
I got the real Sundays.
No.
That's true.
But that's a really dope show. It's doing very well. And we're pushing like, the global sound, the lounge, whatever you want to call it, the new age stuff. Like there's so many genres out there. I find a genre each week.
Bossa Nova. There's a lot.
There's a lot. So at least with that show, we can play those sounds on the radio. Instead of when you switch to other stations, they're playing
Mariah Carey,
Keith Mchulugo and all of those guys.
Keith Mchulugo.
And and then Saturdays I do a show with Zandy in the Ring. That's where you come from. You were there. And then we do YTKO Tuesdays. So it's 3 shows that we do.
Nice. And then what do you do on the other days?
Other days, searching music, running the label, taking care of the young one, just and gigging. Obviously, gigs take up a lot of time. So
just more wakiga like a Tuesday.
Wherever
what groovy what Tuesday.
Wherever they need you and wherever they need your services, man.
Yeah.
But I love DJing, man. Yeah, I love it. Like it's, I like expressing, with the music as well. So but catch my shows as well.
Yes. Catch them and follow him on his socials as well.
Yeah.
Just
_DJ.
Just_DJ. Kile ka ichincha na yaka kinze Blanco _DJ, but that's boring.
Oh wow.
Oh, now I'm a man called Blanco.
Especially with that voice.
I mean, hello.
So DJs out there, if you don't want to get confused, this is a method I use. The track, obviously, because I get a lot of songs.
Yeah.
And I put them in monthly folders, and then, and then I stick to one folder until the month ends. Maybe the first week of the next month, I make a new folder. So then I remember, got December I was playing this. On Jan I was playing this, and I keep them under 30 songs per folder.
Oh, okay.
So that you get your place with 350s and you have to scroll. So scroll until if you have 50 songs in that folder, 20 is a good number. Then there's the instrumental and so that's what I do. Just a tip for the DJs out there.
Thank you for that.
And if you have a cappella folder, put it that side. A classics folder, like all my folders are just separated by either genres and months. Used to be genres, now it's just months. Okay, genres as well, because I play some Afro. There's like Afro, there's loungy stuff, and then there's like broken beats and house. The rest of house.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, gotta make it easy for you, man. you know.
Can't wait, can't wait, can't wait.
Yeah.
All right, this is the part where I tell you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Like, I'm literally gonna grab your phone when I see you, and I'll subscribe for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a threat,
Yeah.
not even a warning.
Blank.
I'm just saying, just subscribe. Give us the subscribers, give us the likes, give us the sponsors. This year I'm not playing around because I want to bring you big people. So.
Oh, what are we?
You are one of the big people.
I'm joking.
Ka height. Not even anything else, just by height. So you can understand. December. I'm just saying. Alright, okay. This is 88 Lifestyle with Sanati, brought to you by Audionomics Entertainment, and we are out. Bye. Thank you.